Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 20th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. The heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Setting yourself free from previous limiting beliefs, seeing things a new way, opening your mind to see other ways of doing things, or how other things can also be true. That one truth does not preclude another. Your challenge is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Nevertheless, you're still feeling hesitant to put yourself out there. You may not believe that you will be wanted or well received. There's this expectation of yourself that you should be more desirable. And I think you haven't seen evidence of that from the other people who you would have liked to see it from. And so that's been internalized as a reflection of some lacking, how to say this, something lacking on your part. Just because other people haven't desired you doesn't mean you are not desirable. Does that make sense? It's like there's this ineffable element of for lack of a better term, just being a match for one another. My mind is being drawn to this example in business that I used to use with when I was doing sales training for like new trainees who are not accustomed to like going out and getting new clients. It can seem very daunting, like there are, let me think of, hold on, give me a second to think about. It's been a while since I conveyed this and it's coming to mind, so I want to convey it the right way. When you are looking at the proportion of your potential client base that buys your product, let's say there's 1 million potential customers. If you feel discouraged because you don't have 900,000 clients, I would ask you to take a step back and see how much room do you have on your roster? Like, what does a full client base look like for you? If you were working all day, every day to make your product and supply that to your customers, if you had, and I would run numbers. So at that point in the example, I would turn it to like, and it doesn't matter what we were like selling. It was a service, but it was medical staffing for those who care or are curious. I don't mind saying, not like a secret. It's just not relevant to the example. But sometimes looking at the dollars and cents of what's possible and achievable, really, it would hit home for people. And so I don't know why, but it seems relevant for you guys. So I want to take the time and convey this. Hopefully it's not like super boring of a distraction, or diversion, I should say. I'm not trying to distract you from the reading. So if you say, let's say you have 100 clients, and each one of those clients is going to give you X number of business, whatever, a day or a week or a month or whatever it is. And then you would have $100,000 worth of revenue just off of those 100 clients. What's the maximum operating capacity that you have? How much product can you supply? You could, if you, this, supplying one item takes a certain amount of time. So how much time do you have in the day? And we'd workshop it and say, okay, each one of us could probably supply 1,000 customers a month. So roll it back to this discouraged attitude of, I don't have 900,000 clients. Well, first and foremost, you can't handle 900,000 clients. You only need 1,000 of those million potential customers out there in our territory to say yes to you for you to have this amount of money in your pocket every month. So all that to say, I know I wasn't super like efficient and eloquent in saying all that, but all that to say, part of, I feel like it's relevant to your shift of mindset recently, but you feeling still this challenge with this, I don't know if I'm good enough, and having that perspective because of maybe people rebuffing your offers, or not finding you attractive or desirable or not good enough in some way. I don't know if this is romantic or in business, but I think you are, or have been, up until this point, up until this perspective shift, looking at examples of not being seen as desirable, and that really internalizing that and believing, well, if the 15 people that I've connected with haven't found me desirable, then I'm not desirable. Whereas opening up your scope of awareness to the fact that there are like 1 million potential customers for you here, and all you need is the right one to align with. I don't know. Maybe this is all a very long-winded way of saying you just have to align with the right person, and that's all it's going to take. Your focus, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups. There's some sort of loss that you're grieving, but I think it was by choice. You said, I can't do it all. I don't want to do both. I don't want to do this and that. I want to sort of simplify, prioritize, rein it in a bit so that I can focus on something simpler, something more achievable. But you're feeling the loss of that thing that you let go of, nonetheless. It hit you emotionally, and you're having an emotional reaction to it. In the recent past, there was an offer made, and it wasn't that attractive or interesting. So if you were the one making the offer, this means that the person on the receiving end wasn't interested in receiving. And I think, based on the way that I'm picking up on these energies, that's more likely the role that you were playing in that energy. Although anything in tarot, I mean, this is a general reading. It might be vice versa. You might be playing a different role in this story. From your higher self perspective, one of the best things that can come out of this situation is your ideal expression of happiness. The Ten of Cups is achievable here. It's within reach to be very happy, and potentially with a companion. In the near future, we have the Six of Cups. This is very sweet, very innocent, very like the way you always thought it should be, manifesting into your life. This could mean that you are connecting with someone that you've known for a very long time. It could be like your first love, or a childhood sweetheart. It could just be someone from your hometown, or someone that you have so much in common with that it kind of harkens back to that time in your life. There's this sort of like romancing the past. No, that's a weird way to say it. It's okay, I'll move on. Your surprise element, something's going to affect the situation that you don't necessarily see coming, is this good? It's going to be this urge to withdraw, to pull back, to take a rest. You're going to feel like, I just need to get away, I need a break. But you'll be successful. It'll be healing for you. It'll feel rejuvenating. I think it's like a brief respite. Could be like someone inviting you to go to the spa or something like that, or let's go get our nails done. It's like this surprise activity that's like a relaxation, getting away from it all sort of thing. Your hopes and fears, we have Judgment in reverse. So either you don't want to be the one to have to make a decision because it looms over you as very heavy, very important. You don't want to be the one responsible for making the potentially wrong choice. Or it could be that you are afraid of something being revived where you thought it was dead, done, and over with. And you feel like it belongs in the past and ought to stay there. Show me how these energies are likely to resolve. Ten of Wands in reverse. So whatever it is that you want to have closure with and have a final ending, this is indicative of success in that regard. The Ten of Wands in reverse is like, it's complete, it's over, you don't have to put effort into that anymore. You will achieve what you are setting out to achieve and then be able to sort of walk away from it. This has kind of the undertones of choosing one partner over another, one potential love interest, because of a loss of interest in one, feeling like they don't desire you, or they don't make you feel desirable, they make you feel less than, or you just don't feel your best self when you're with them. So that sort of leads to moving towards someone else in your life. The advice that Spirit has for you is to not be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Spirit's going to be setting you up to align with resources, people who have the willingness and ability to help you out when you're in those moments of need. So look for the helpers and stay open to inspiration when you find yourself in need. Spirit's gonna call your mind in a certain direction, like, hey, have you thought of asking so-and-so for help, or asking this person for advice? They may have been in a similar circumstance and have compassion for your situation, or it might just be that you find them on the right day in the right mood and they're generous in the way that you need something from them. So Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Take care, and I will see you back next time.